We have Sanjay Kulshreshta, Chairman and Managing Director of HUDCO, Housing and Urban Development Corporation Limited, joining in. Stock under pressure today because I suppose there was even a bigger expectation of what the budget Capex would be for housing, but quite a bit of announcements for PM Awas Yojana. It will be expanding for additional 3 crore families. Mr. Kulshreshta, very good morning. Want to get your take on what the budget announcements mean for you and your company.
I think this is the best budget which was expected by the country, and it's a very revolutionary kind of budget. It will not only provide the microeconomic stability, but also generate the housing and the skill set. If I'm talking about the housing skill set, then I will be talking about the financial reforms, ease of doing business, investment into the sectors like energy or housing or urban development, mobility or energy transition. So everything has been covered and so beautifully crafted budget that everything is speaking about the policy, and reforms are coming with ease of doing business. So I think it's a budget of simplification along with the investment. A lot of things had been talked about in the budget, very in detail. So I think this is the budget of the expectation, and it will rather spur economic growth into the investment sectors, in the infrastructure sector, and the sectors which you see, which are covered starting from the MSME or SME. So everything is towards the creation of the skill set and the infrastructure finally.
So taking from that, let me ask a follow-up, Mr. Kulshreshta. In your own estimation, based on what you heard in the budget and the projection for the next financial year, what are you building in as your own internal targets in terms of top-line growth, in terms of, and how are you speaking to your teams? I'm sure that you've already had conversations with them.
HUDCO, if you see from last year, we are continuously improving our numbers, and our year-to-year is already 40%. So we will be sustaining that kind of growth momentum. It is not because the company is doing that thing, but actually the policy advocacy from the government of India side, the commitment from the state government side, and the overall ecosystem is supporting the infrastructure growth. So it is the time of monetization. It is the time of expansion of the harmonized list. So all these things will give us a good tailwind, and I think we need to revive our numbers because we were discussing around 1.5 lakh crores, which needs to certainly be reviewed and revised. And this work is still in progress, and we are discussing with our stakeholders. And I think it will be the upward, and just wait for some time. We will be coming with some upward number for next fiscal.
Okay, so let me just ensure that I have this understood, right? Because at the end of the third quarter, your loan book stood at 1.18 lakh crore, and you were guiding for 1.5 lakh crore by the end of FY26, right? And that's only a 27% increase. So therefore, what you're saying is it could be substantially higher. Mr. Kulshreshta, just roughly, I'm not going to point a gun at you, but give us an understanding of the kind of positivity or optimism that you have. If it's not 27%, what could it be?
I will not divulge any number, but yes, it will be plus 27% because there are reasons to believe. Just a couple of months back, the PMAY, the project that you had also talked about, it will generate 3 crores of the households in next 5 years of the time. And if you see, these houses are the epitome of the infrastructure growth. With all these things, HUDCO is the company which has exposure available towards lending and the borrowing side, continuously cutting down our cost of funds, and the financial ratios are very strong. So we are well positioned to spur that kind of growth within the company, and which will support and supplement the vision of the government of India. So I am very hopeful that with all these sectors, with the expanded harmonized list, with MOUs which we had signed during last year, and now we are planning certain more MOUs. New cities will be developing, tourists will be developing. All these things will spur new growth, new engines, and I am very sure that we will be growing by more than 27, maybe around 30% or so. But the numbers has to be worked out very diligently, so that we will not come out with the faceless that the numbers are not being achieved.
Mr. Kulshreshta, thanks so much for joining us and for giving us the perspective that you did today, and all the best to you in the new financial year.